You may not be able to stop frustrations, but the question is what do you do with them? You know, she worked for someone in NASA, and when she worked in NASA, it was one of those moments, whether it was in that particular season of life, it was just one of those moments. What do you do when frustration comes your way? Do you miss opportunities? Would this lady miss her opportunity to be one of the unbelievable history makers who's now a history maker because of what she achieved? If she lets her frustration get to her, she gets fired. If she gets fired, we don't see hidden figures. If she gets fired, we don't see some of the accomplishments that she was supposed to achieve. So today, if you're feeling frustrated, or if you ever feel frustrated, if you never feel frustrated, then this is not the right rally for you. But if you ever feel frustrated, or you are frustrated today, then definitely this is the right rally for you. And for all you women all over the globe, the one thing we do know, all of us somewhere in some time of life feel frustrated. The question is, how did I get there though? How did I get there? How did I get to that place where I feel like, wow, I feel like just giving up? You know, there's a statement that was made years ago that said, hope fills the holes in my heart, frustration in my heart. Hope fills those holes of my frustration in my heart. So when you have holes in your heart because of frustration, without hope, then those holes stop you from reaching your opportunity. So today what we want to do, ladies and gentlemen, because I have some men here, this is an opportunities rally, but I see I have some brothers here who snuck in here. They get snuck in, you know. Some young ones, some mature ones, some ones who are handsome, some ones who are more handsome. You know, you're all here. All right. So when we look at the word frustration, the word frustration can balk to defeat in an endeavor to induce feelings of discouragement. Have you ever had induced feelings of discouragement in your jobs, in your schools, and in your families, and your spouses, in your places of opportunities? To make ineffective. Have you ever feel ineffective in something you've done, something you should do? To make invalid or no effect. Also, feelings of expressing distress, annoyance, especially because of inability to change or achieve something. That the thing just won't change for me. That my boss still keeps saying the same thing. That my girlfriend still makes me frustrated doing the same thing. That my husband will never change that when I get frustrated. He don't even know I'm frustrated. That my church I go to, or wherever I go to in some religious experience, I'm frustrated because of maybe the sound or the video or, you know, all the other things that just happen. What do I do? Or when we look at frustration, preventing from progressing. Does your frustration prevent you from progressing? Does your frustration prevent you from succeeding? Does your frustration prevent you from fulfilling God's design for your life? Well, today we're going to look at frustration because I'm going to give you some answers in this opportunities rally, because I can't tell you that you're not going to have frustrations over the next year. Right. The question is by the end of the year, by the end of this year, going into next year, and we get into our route and get into more of our rallies and get more into the essence of how to convert your dreams to opportunities, I want to make sure the one thing, that you don't let frustration paralyze your future. All right? That you don't let frustration. So ladies, I want you to look at another girlfriend and tell her that I can't stop frustration from coming your way. I can't stop frustration from coming your way. But you don't have to let it paralyze your future. It's a scripture in Ecclesiastes 5, 16, 17. One of the wisest men on the planet wrote this story. He wrote this particular thought, and his name is Solomon. And Solomon was so wise that he ended up in a real bad, dark place in life. And Ecclesiastes tells a story about a dark place in life. And so he writes this. He says in Ecclesiastes 5, 16 to 17, he says, and this too is very serious. You can leave that there because, yeah, I know. I'm going to put you in here. Yeah, I know. I'm going to put you in there soon. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I know you was just doing what you were supposed to do. How much I owe you? Okay, thank you. And this too is very serious. This too is a very serious problem. People leave this world no better off than when they came. All their hard work is for nothing like working for the wind. You know what they were saying is that we're frustrated. I've done all of this. I worked for this company all this time. I get nothing to show for it. I've been married to this man all this time, and it's still the same. In verse 17, it wraps up, and then Solomon says this. He says, throughout their lives, they lived under the cloud of frustration, under the cloud of discouragement, under the cloud of anger. You know what it was saying? He was saying is that they never, ever took advantage of the opportunities. And they end up, at the end of their life cycle, they end up saying that I was under a cloud all of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to get rid of this cloud. I'm going to help you deal with a cloud that's been there and wants to keep you there. And this great man that wrote this book that you're going to buy and you're going to read and you're going to share called Opportunity will move forward. Women all over the country will be buying this, and there's all kind of things that will come out of the book with you. But this man said here, I think the man is sitting right here, I know him very well. He said right here, he said, although we may not be able to prevent being frustrated because of people, because people frustrate us. If you are owner of a business, clients, they frustrate us. Children, they definitely frustrate us. Relationships, male, females, husband, wife, girlfriend, or hormones. Yeah, they create frustrations as you're going through different seasons of life. If you're 2 years old here, then you're cool because estrogen's at the highest level. If you're 60 years old here, you're still in the same scenario because there's no estrogen. And you're still at the same place. And so there's numerous of other pressures. The question is that the comma here is that we can choose not to live under the cloud of frustration. All right? We can choose. We can't stop the cloud, but we can choose not to live under it. All right? We can't stop it from raining, but we got an umbrella. Okay? And so we don't care if it rained all day, but we still want to take our opportunities because we're just going to put an umbrella up and we're going to go start our business. We'll put an umbrella up and we'll go on mission trips. We'll put an umbrella up and we're going to do everything we have opportunity because all we need to know is that how do I keep my umbrella up? I can't stop the cloud, but how do I keep it up? So I'm going to give you a couple of steps to keep you from living under the cloud of frustration. All right? Steps to not living under that cloud. So I'm going to bring my wife sitting right here. And first woman I want to give something to, I want to give it to my wife because August 1st will be our 30th year married. And so, she had to live under a cloud with me. And under that cloud, she had to do something. She had to understand that in order to be in a relationship with your husband, and sometimes we get frustrated with each other because we're different. That we're just so different that frustration takes place. So what we're going to learn today is how to live and not be in the cloud, under the cloud, and moved by the cloud. So I want to give you the first gift that I'm going to give out. I want to give you your glasses. All right? All right? So what we're going to use over the next year is that we're going to have our glasses on, and these are called our focus glasses. See, you can't turn frustration into anything other than frustration without focus. So her living with me, and we're different. She got yellow glasses, I got white glasses. She's a female with estrogen, I'm a male with testosterone, and we have all these different uniquenesses. And so we create frustration because of our uniqueness. So we have to learn how to stay focused when we're under a cloud. So thank you, honey. That's your glasses. You keep those, don't you? You can take them off, but you keep those. All right, yeah. All right. So here we go. You ready? Focus. What we look at today is we're going to look at this word called focus. All right, so the first letter in focus is F. So Karen is I'm an executive dream coach for Karen. Karen, can you come down? She's the owner of Synergy. Synergy is a salon, an unbelievable salon. She's doing some unbelievable things in Synergy. And Karen, you can come over, sit in my seat, my focus seat right here. And when you sit right here, I have some special for you. Yeah, right there. Yeah, you have to sit up here. Yeah, all right, here you go. What's, no. Yeah, you got it. So Karen, the first F, the first letter in the word focus is finding out why you are distressed as a result of what happens or what happened to you when you feel frustration. So the F is finding out what causes you to be frustrated. All right? Now you're an owner of a company. You got this unbelievable corporation called Synergy. I have a chance to be at Synergy once a month doing the Lunch and Learn, and we're over there with women there, and they're learning how to take their opportunities once a month. Every I think it's the second Wednesday of the month at 9:30. We're over at Synergy, and we're having a great time over there. Tell the audience about what do you, when you're experiencing frustration in your corporation, what do you do to find out what causes the frustration? Yeah, what do you do to find out what's creating the frustration inside of you? Because the F is find out what's causing it. How do you find out, what do you do to find out, and I know I'm definitely putting you on the spot, and everybody's watching you on Facebook.
I didn't get the questions in the mail.
I didn't want you to have a question in the mail. Yeah, because I want to put you on the spot.
Okay.
All right, so I want to know, what do you know, what triggers the frustration? What is one thing that triggers the frustration in your company?
Well, I mean, when I think about frustration, the first thing I think about is what is it in me that's happening that could be causing the frustration? Because it's not always everybody else.
Okay.
So if it can always sum up and I get to the bottom of whatever the frustrations are, and is maybe if somebody's saying, they're not happy.
Okay.
Let me find out if, they really might not be happy.
Okay.
And, I have to drill down to the bottom of, why.
Why? Okay.
Why.
Good.
And take responsibility.
Good.
If it has a lot to do with me, and if it's my company, it's my responsibility.
Okay. Good. So you find out by first looking at yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And can we take a picture? I'm gonna take some. Yeah. Oh boy, what a picture. Good. That's gonna be all over. Okay. Can we put our hands together for Karen? Hey, if you need your hair done, if you need a special, go to Synergy. Let her be a part of your world. That's yours. Take your glasses. You can't stay focused without them. All right. So let's look at this word F, finding out why you are distressed as a result of what happened, what creates the frustration that you're experiencing. Is it a trigger? Is it a trigger, something that bothers you in the past? Is your frustration more of a trigger? Is that where your frustration? Because someone spilled something and it triggered something because someone spilled something in the past and it hurt you? Or are you experiencing something hormonal? Is it something hormonal going on in your life? Or are you experiencing frustration and you just don't know why? I don't even know why I'm frustrated. I don't even know why I'm frustrated. I just don't know why I'm frustrated. Some people just don't know. Some women are frustrated and don't know why I'm frustrated. The problem is that if you don't know why you're frustrated, when your opportunities come, your frustrations will take up too much time. And you'll spend time trying to figure out why am I frustrated instead of moving towards your opportunity. And so we have to stay focused. So now say F. Here we go. F is for finding out why I'm frustrated. Tell the girlfriend next to you, find out why you're frustrated.
Find out why you're frustrated.
Okay, we don't want you to leave her just say, I just don't know. All right? We want you to find out. And so I want to take you on a real quick thought process of, and all you hear are women, except for some men here, and they need to understand this also, is that it may be hormonal. All right? And everybody says hormones, 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 but this is reality. There are some hormone issues that we have to deal with so we won't miss our opportunities. Tammy Marangli said this, and she's an MD. She says, when you have a deficiency of progesterone and a misbalancing of hormones, it literally feels like the decision part of your brain has been taken away from you. Women describe it feeling like they are watching themselves handling situations with anger and frustration, as if they were someone else. So if you're frustrated, you can miss opportunities because that's not really you, that's what you're going through. All right? It's not really you, it's what you're going through. And if you're going through frustration and frustration is going through you, we're in trouble because the more frustration goes through you, the less opportunities can help you. All right, so let's take a real quick thoughts. I want you to just stay with me for a few thoughts. All right, here we go. There are hundreds of hormones in your body that affect your brain behavior. There are only 7 that I want you to understand the next year. Over the next year, I'll bring people in here to help you with 7 vital hormones that every single woman in here, no matter where you are, you can be on your menstrual cycle side, and you're in that 20s to about 40s, and that's fine. Or you may be in your perimenopause time and you're in that 40 to 50 and you're about ready to go into menopause and you're about 10 years out of menopause, or you may be in menopause and you're right there, or you may be in post-menopause and you're way past that. So no matter where you are hormonally challenged. And we need to understand that in order for us not to miss opportunities because of lack of knowledge. And so there's 7 hormones that we're going to learn over 1 year. So I'm going to give you a real quick snapshot. Number 1 is this one thing called estrogen. Ladies, it helps you think clearly. Number 2, progesterone. It helps you relax. So if you lose progesterone, so every time you lose progesterone, then you stop relaxing, because progesterone, what it does, it helps you release serotonin. Serotonin is a hormone that makes your body relax. So if you're going through menopausal seasons of life, then you're going to lose estrogen and lose progesterone and lose serotonin. And that's why you're evil. That's why you're mad. All right? Or if you're on your monthly and you're at that point in life, then you're going to have high doses, 2 cycles of estrogen. Estrogen will come at the beginning of the cycle, and then progesterone's estrogen will drop, and when it drops, you're going to feel like, oh God, because I'm not thinking clearly, and then progesterone's going to jump up and say, relax, and you're going to relax, and then estrogen will say, okay, in the middle of your cycle, pump back up, and you're going to say, oh God, and then you're going to be finished for that time until the next month. What if all that's happening, you don't know that's happening, you're making bad decisions, and you're frustrated with yourself, not because of anything other than your hormones? Just a lack of understanding. And if those things are not happening, if you're not producing the right hormones, there's just no way you can be relaxed. And if you're not relaxed, and over 1 year, as we walk through this, I'll have gynecologists come in here with you. We'll do special studies on it to make sure the 7 vital hormones you're going to have down packed so that you don't miss opportunities and you don't get frustrated because I don't know what's happening to me. All right? So you also get this thing called testosterone, and it helps you protect your nervous system. It wards off depression. It wards off Alzheimer's diseases that women get. If you don't have testosterone in your body, you're going to deal with a lot of depression, and Alzheimer's diseases are coming at you. And testosterone is not only a man's hormone. It's something that you need in your body. So we're going to teach you how to build muscles, because the more you build muscles, the more testosterone you get. All right? So we're going to help you build some muscles. Because we want you to get just enough. We don't want you to get too much testosterone. You go home and beat your husband up. We want you to have just enough that you're strong enough to ward off some of these diseases. All right? Now, we know, all you women know this thing called the thyroid. So the thyroid affects almost every cell in your body. It helps control your body functions. And so we need to understand. So we're going to teach you about the thyroid. And we'll have some people come in here over the next year so you can make sure that we're going to have you check those areas. I'm going to send you to your doctors, your gynecologists, and they will check. I want you to get a blood test. We will check the 7 major hormones that affect you in a way that causes you to behave, act, and miss opportunities. These 7 right here. All right? The thyroid. The cortisol. My wife talks about cortisol all the time. It releases the response to, it's a release in response to stress. It prepares the body for fight and flight. Now, if you got cortisol always in your body, you will always be fighting. If you're fighting, how can you achieve your opportunity if you're in flight mode 24/7? Opportunity comes, you're fighting. Opportunity say, I'm trying to help you, you're fighting it. Because you got too much cortisol in you. You don't need cortisol in because you're stressed out. So I'm going to teach, we're going to have some teaching, some classes in the next couple of months going into our fall classes in our Opportunity University. We'll have a class on meditation, healthy meditation. How do I meditate without it being something that affects my belief system? All right? Meditation is simply you taking your mind off of the thing that's bothering you and putting your mind on the thing that can help you. All right? Cortisol. DHEA helps treat depression, obesity, and osteoporosis. The thinning of the bones, the breaking of the bones. We'll look at all that. And insulin, we know about insulin. It's a hormone which plays a key role in regulating the blood glucose levels. One of the major keys to clear mind. If you don't have a clear mind, we need to check your insulin level. Because your insulin level is low. If you got some insulin problems, then we're going to have you're not going to be as clear as you think you could be. You should be because of that. And insulin also is needed for a healthy woman's body. And we want everyone of you to be healthy over 365 days because we want to help you turn your dreams into opportunities. And we can't turn them if we're sick. And we can't turn them if we're making bad decisions about things. And when we're frustrated, we need to know maybe I'm just having one of those hormonal moments. And I need to tell my hormones, I control you, you don't control me. All right? And all the ladies in here who understand that, don't have to say nothing, just shake your head. Yeah. So the F is, find out what triggers your frustration, all right? I want you to find out what triggers it. What triggers my frustration? Your progress towards your present and future opportunities will be stifled without this knowledge. So you need that knowledge. F, tell your neighbor, F, find out what triggers your frustration.
Find out what triggers your frustration.
Yeah, I know what triggers my wife, me. I always trigger. Yeah, I'm a trigger. Yeah. Oh. All right, okay. My next, I have Miss Reynoldsburg. Can you come up here, Miss Reynoldsburg? Yeah, Miss Reynoldsburg. Yeah, Miss Reynoldsburg. Yeah, Miss Reynoldsburg, can you come up front? I got your focus glasses for you. All right, right here. You can. Okay. I tell you what. You can do it like this. You can just hold them up like this. Since you got glasses, turn them on this way so they can see you. Now, what's Miss Reynoldsburg? Tell me more about this.
Well, I'm Miss Reynoldsburg Latina, so it's a Latina pageant here in Ohio.
Wow.
You start at the local level and you go to the state and then national level.
Wow. So if we just keep supporting you, and then your opportunities just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and so do yours.
And so, we all, yes. All right, now you got to hold your glasses like this.
I mean, I can wear them.
Oh,
I'm not blind.
She's not blind. That's cool. All right, let's take a picture together. All right. Here's the O in the focus. All right. Now, the O in the focus, you can keep your glasses, is to keep your opportunities in front of your frustrations. So if this is your frustration here, what we want to do is that your opportunity to be not Miss Reynoldsburg, but Miss World. That's big. That's your opportunity. We want you to switch. We want you to tell your opportunity we need to switch places. So we put the frustration behind you, and we put your opportunity in front of you, and we use your frustration to fuel your dream. So it's where we put the frustration. If she puts the frustration in front of her, then she can't go no further because the frustration will stop her. You can put your hands on my shoulder. And so she can push me, trying to push me forward. So she's pushing me forward, but the frustration said, you can't push because I'm stronger. But if she says, no, I'm going to switch, I'm going to take the frustration and I'm going to put it behind me, and now it's going to fuel her, and now she has fuel for the opportunity. Yeah. She converts frustration to fuel for opportunity instead of letting frustration convert her to not having an opportunity. Okay? Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, so tell the lady beside you, keep your opportunities in front of you. And use your frustration as fuel to fuel your opportunity. Now you say, well, how do you do that? Well, number one, speak to yourself when your opportunities, not to your frustration. So speak to yourself. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm the head, not the tail. I'm blessed coming in, blessed going out. There's no good thing will come nigh to me. Hey man, I am God's best. I know who I am. I'm chosen. I'm royal. And so now, when you don't talk about the frustrations. You talk about the opportunities. I have the opportunity of having a salon that makes $10 billion this year. Well, but when you start saying 10 billion, you know how many you will have 10 billion frustrations. All right, so you have to speak to yourself and speak to your opportunities. Number two, write down your opportunities in a place in which you can easily assess them and see them daily. So if it's in your mirror, wherever it is, if it's when you go in your car, put it on the dash, and before you start the car, you say it. If it's in your dresser when you wake up, the first, instead of waking up and look at that Facebook, wake up and look at your opportunity. All right? Just put it wherever it is. Now, if you got a daily devotion, put it inside your Bible, and the first thing you do is you look at it. Why? Because you can't stop frustrations, but you already know that what I'm going to do with the frustration. You know what you're going to do with the frustration. You're going to use it as fuel and not let it fuel you. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Right, ladies? Yes. Right, ladies? Yes. We are in the rally, right, ladies? Yes. Right. Now, share your frustrations with a close friend, number three, but spend most of the conversations talking about your opportunity. Because what we don't share, we carry. All right? And if we carry it, then it controls us. So whatever you carry, it controls you. So what we want to do is that we want to have our best friend and girlfriend, and we're going to have a lot of people in the opportunities rallies and in the Dream 2 opportunities all over the nation. And we'll be networking with women, and you'll get a chance to network with them, and you'll tell them that, let me share my frustration, but also let me share my opportunity. And the more we're sharing opportunities, and the more we're getting frustrations off of us, the more opportunities come to us. Because what you share is who you become. So what are you sharing? A young lady just shared that she's going to be Miss, not only Miss Reynoldsburg, she shared she's going to be Miss Ohio, and then and Miss America, and then Miss World. And then she said, I'm going to take you along because you helped me. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I get 1 million sales, or 1 million this, and just because of you. One woman can change the world. One dream. If we can convert one dream to opportunity, we can change the world. All right, so F is for what? Let's go back over review. F is for what? Find your. O is for opportunity. Okay, and C. Let me see a C. Let me see a C. I got a person all the way from Pittsburgh. Oh, come on, all the way from Pittsburgh. Come on down. If you drove from Pittsburgh, you might as well come on down. Yeah. And see, as you come down, hi, it is so nice to see you. Brittany, it's cold. Yeah. It's a first try. Wow. 2 points? I get 2 points for knowing her name. Yes. Whitney Melody, yeah, okay. All right, now, just see right here. Wow, this got the picture. This is C, yeah, big time C. You know what C stands for is count the cost. Count the cost, all right? Now, I want you to wear your focus glasses because I want you to count the cost and the time that is wasted living under the cloud. I want you to count it, like count the cost and say, how much time do I spend under my cloud of frustration? So if I spend an hour under my cloud of frustration, how much time do you spend with your opportunity? So if you only get an hour for the opportunity, just 1 hour for it, and you spend it on frustration, then you have no time for your opportunity. Right. Yeah. All right. So can we put our hands together for Brittany from Pittsburgh? Hey, Brittany, thank you for being here. Now tell a lady next to your right or your left, tell her, hey, it's time for you to count the cost.
It's time for you to count the cost.
I want you tell somebody else out loud, I want you to count the cost and the time that is wasted living under the cloud of frustration. All right, so how you say, well, okay, Tyus, hey, my executive dream coach, here we go. What do we do with this? How do we do it? Well, this is what we do. We create a life sheet and write down how much time you devote to your frustration. So here's your life sheet. Here's your big life sheet. Monday to Monday. Monday to Sunday, from time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, how much time, write down how much time is spent on thinking about my frustration. And how much time do I talk about it? Now, I want you to think, now, if we could find out how much time you spend on your frustration, then we can then use that time to spend it on your opportunity. But if you don't know how much time you are wasting, you won't know how much time it takes to achieve something you want to achieve. All right, now in your package you're going to get when you say, hey, I want to sign for some dream coaching, some executive dream coaching with me, or in a group setting when we have group dynamics, group classes, you're going to find out how much time. It's a chart I put together called your dream lifetime. And we're going to look at how much time do you spend on your dream and how much time do you spend on yourself. Now, you say, well, isn't self and dream the same thing? Not always. We'll find out. Next couple of months. Hey, you want to bring that down to me? I see people back in the back saying, hey, your time is coming to a close. Now it's time to say goodbye to all your company. MIC, MOUSC, not Mickey Mouse. Before you leave out of here, we have our Opportunities Rally form here. The usher's going to hand them out right now to you. You may have one. What we need you to do is we need you to fill out this side over here and then tear it off and give it back to us so that we can mark down that you have signed up for our Dream to Opportunities campaign, and then keep this side to remind you about what the opportunity rallies are and what the Dream to Opportunities, all the benefits that you get. So you keep one side, you give us one side, right? Tear it out, keep one side, give us one side. Okay, let's go back and let's wrap up our time again. You is for until you check. Oh, I got another pair of glasses though. Yeah, I got another pair of glasses. Hey Pam, why don't you come on down here? You are, come on, Pam. All that dancing y'all was doing, do. I'm brave. Yeah, I know. You are brave, yeah. All that brave. Shay was saying, brave. Well, are you brave? Okay, good. Well, here's your brave glasses. All right. Yeah, purple. All right. Yeah, that looks like a Mickey Mouse color. Yeah, okay. Hey, let's take it. Yeah. Hi out there. This is Pam. She's brave. Now you on focus is until you change how you handle your frustration, they will continue to control you. Until you change. So I want you to go out and tell somebody, until you change.
Until you change.
How you handle your frustrations, they will continue to control you. All right, now, thank you. Until, now that's the word, until you change. Until you change how you handle your frustrations, they will continue to control you. You cannot tell them what to do until you tell them that you're going to change them. All right? You have to tell them, until I change, I'm not changed. Okay? Until I change how I handle frustration, the frustration still control me. We got it, okay? So one more time, because this is key, because I see so many people say, I want to stop drinking, I want to stop doing this, I want to stop doing that. But I say, until you change, you can't change. Okay? So until you want to get rid of frustration will always control you. So this is what we do for the you and the focus. Number one, choose today to change how you handle your frustrations. Choose today. Man, I know that my opportunities that are coming my way are so important. They're so massive. They're so great. They're so God. That I have to change. The next thing, if need, get some professional help. Okay, you see, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't change. That's fine. Don't let your opportunity be paralyzed because you won't go get some help. Find some professional help. If you can't just stand up and say, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change. If you're still frustrated, then go get some help. Right? Just go get some professional help because it's needed. Because the world needs you. You know why we're helping women all over the globe turn their dreams into opportunities? Because I believe that you're the Esthers of this hour. And no one could get to the king but Esther. And God's going to call women all over the globe to the kings. And you're the answer. There's scientific answers inside of you. There's all kind of answers locked up inside you in arts and movies and music and hair products and all these opportunities are in you. And our responsibility, there's missionary projects inside of you. There's mothers who take on little girls who open up homes for little girls who never had a home inside of you. But we have to understand that change is not change until you want to change. And the last one is see yourself overcome frustration. See yourself. When you look in the mirror, do you see yourself overcome frustration? I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to see yourself overcoming it. I want you to share your successes with others also. Share your success, how you overcame the frustrations. But before you share it, I want you to do what I've asked many women across the country to do. Very simple. We've seen it in a very fairy tale way. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Am I still frustrated with it all? Or we look in the mirror and says, mirror, mirror on the wall. Thank you, God, for helping me overcome it. I'm free from it. I can't stop the cloud, but I don't have to be under it because my opportunities are coming my way.
Hello. You hear me? 7. It's on. 777. Good deal. Well, guys, my name is Troy Allen Thrash. Some of you guys know me, some of you don't. So, I was asked to play a little ditty for you guys, and this song right here, I'm a singer-songwriter if you guys don't know it, so that's what I do outside of working at Ohio State. But, so I wrote this song called Middle of Nowhere. And the whole time is literally about being so frustrated because you got the devil just following you right behind your back. And throughout life, you kind of see these storms roll in and out. And you got to choose whether you're going to embrace it or look past it. So, as soon as we get the guitar working, I'm going to play this song. cold wind and the fog blowing. The devil lies deep within. I feel him breathing down my back. He tries to make me run. I think I'll stay to have some fun. See, I'll wait right here, won't back down. Stand my ground, way out in the middle of nowhere. Lightning strikes, thunder rolls. Don't know if I will make it. This ring of fire burns my soul. Way out in the middle of nowhere. Lightning strikes, thunder rolls. Running through a ring of fire. God bless this weary soul. Yeah. This weary soul. Oh, 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 oh. Do you hear his footsteps coming? He tries to take me out. I have to stop my running and face my demons now. So I ride in like a rhinestone cowboy, fastest draw in these Midwest towns. Bulletproof as I bear my shield. Cannot die, refuse to go down. Way out in the middle of nowhere, lightning strikes, thunder rolls. Don't know if I will make it. This ring of fire burns my soul. Way out in the middle of nowhere, lightning strikes, thunder rolls. Running through a ring of fire. God bless this weary soul. Yeah. This weary soul. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
As you came in earlier, the men and women gave you a deck of cards. In the deck of cards, there are 12 cards, and there are 12 issues that we'll look at over the next 12 months. What I want you to understand is this, is that you don't have to play with the deck that the world gave you. So one of the cards you got today was feeling frustrated. So what we're going to do is that you're going to exchange this card in for this card here. This card is focus. So every month you're going to exchange a card. You'll be going on our website and you'll hear me talk about these 12 topics, one every month, and you exchange. You'll go online, it'll be a PDF file, and you can print the card. If we're having, like right now, we're planning opportunities in New York City, a couple opportunities around the United States. We want to hit 50 states, and all 50 states will be sharing these cards and sharing these topics. And what you'll do is that you exchange, because what we want you to have is a deck that allows you to reach your opportunity. We want to play with a hand that allows us to convert dreams to opportunities. Right now, if you played the hand right here, you would lose. All right, if you play with feeling frustrated every day, you're going to lose the opportunity. If you play with taming my time, meaning that you're wasting a lot of time. If you play with undisciplined lifestyle, if this is in your hand, unhealthy image. If this is in your hand, risky relationships. If you're playing with out of shape, my obviously out of shape, I can't move no more. If you're obviously overextended, if you're playing with, I'm a mental mess. If you have deeply depressed moments, if you're playing with painful procrastination, if you have past failures that you're living with, and if you are in future fears, if this is your hand, there's no way, ladies, that if you play with this hand, there's no way you can convert your dreams to opportunities. So tonight, we're going to take one card away from you. You learned about focus. You learned that your feelings of frustration don't have to control you if you stay focused. And so I want you to take the card out. If you have your deck, I want you to take that one card out, feeling frustrated. And what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to bring that down to us, and one of these ladies is going to take the card from you. And you're going to put this new card in your hand. Mind you, if you can stay on this side for me. So you can come in and we can exchange the cards. All right? Now, while you're exchanging the cards and you're taking a card, if you come down this way and you say, I'm going to exchange this card, and you stop over here with me and you say, hey, Tyus, what I need you to do is one thing for me. I need to tell you my frustration and keep walking. All right, that's fine. You just tell him you keep walking. We just don't want you carried home. All right? So you said you keep walking. But I want you, I want you to get rid of the card, and then I want you to go on. All right?